The OKC Thunder are currently experiencing the growing pains of being a rebuilding team, but it's still definitely a good time for Thunder fans like me, cause after being named the Western Conference Rookie of the Month for the first quarter of the season at 19 years and 84 days old, Josh Giddey just became the youngest player in NBA history to record the triple-double after the OKC Thunder's 95-86 loss to the Dallas Mavericks. All in all, after playing a total of 36 minutes in that game, Giddey produced 17 points, 14 assists, 13 rebounds, and an amazing 4 steals, while also shooting 43.8% from the field and 60% from deep. With this historical performance, the 6'9" Australian rookie just broke LaMelo Ball's previously established record, which he set less than a year ago when Ball became the then youngest player to record a triple-double in NBA history at 19 years and 317 days old. Overall, Giddey just joined Ball, Markelle Fultz, and Luka Doncic as the only teenagers to record the triple-double stat line in the league's history. However, if you ask me, is Giddey's triple-double performance actually that surprising? Well, I think it's not, since prior to this game against Dallas, Giddey had already recorded double-double performances a total of 6 times out of OKC's first 30 regular season games, which means he's had a double-double in 20% of all the previous games he's played, the latest of which actually came just a week ago during OKC's 117-112 win against the New Orleans Pelicans, wherein Giddey dropped 10 rebounds and 10 assists despite not scoring a single point. Also, in this particular record-setting game against Dallas, OKC missed their 2 highest usage players in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Lu Dort. For the season, SGA leads this young OKC roster in terms of usage rate at 29.3%, while Dort ranks second in that category at 22.7%. This means that it was only natural for Giddey, who ranks third among the team in terms of usage with a 21.6% rate, to have the ball in his hands in this particular game much more than usual. Further, aside from his 11-point average, Giddey is also putting up 7.3 rebounds and 6.4 assists, which is one of the most well-rounded rebounding and playmaking stat lines for any rookie. Which is why I think it was only a matter of time before Giddey dropped this historic triple-double, which is definitely gonna be just the first of many more triple-doubles that he'll be dropping for the duration of his career. Unsurprising as it is though, Giddey's triple-double is still definitely a great milestone for a 19-year-old who came into the league as a highly doubted rookie after being selected by the OKC Thunder 6th overall in the 2021 NBA Draft. So what's good everyone, it's Rero Balls here again, and for the rest of this video, let's take a closer look at Josh Giddey's historic triple-double performance. But before we move on, if you guys happen to enjoy this video, you can show your support for the channel by hitting that like button or by clicking that subscribe button. It only takes a second of your time, but it definitely goes a long way and it will be much appreciated. So let's get to it. If you've been watching Josh Giddey play, you're most definitely aware that he can do a lot of things on the court. However, it's the guy's playmaking creativity and ability that would definitely grab the attention of first-time spectators. For the season, Giddey's 6.4 assists per game not only ranks as the best mark among all rookies, but it also ranks 16th in the entire NBA as well, while his 33.8 assist percentage also ranks in the 98th percentile of the entire league. These numbers are an indication of how much in control this guy is on the court when he has the ball in his hands, despite him having to settle for a secondary ball handler role next to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Without SGA though, in this game against Dallas, Giddey dropped a career-high 14 assists, and a lot of the passes that he made in this game were very much representative of his season-long playmaking creativity, particularly in the half-court. Just like in this clip, after receiving the ball in the corner, Giddey uses Isaiah Roby's pick as a decoy to force 2 defenders to trap him, but even when seemingly out of options, Giddey's vision and poise allows him to find the cutting Ty Jerome, hitting him with a nice one-handed pass. Again here, as Giddey attacks the pick-and-roll defense, he waits for his roll man to get to the rim by attracting a second defender. Once he has the defense right where he wants to, he just dishes out the beautiful one-handed bounce pass to Roby, who's now open underneath the rim. Another area on the floor where Giddey really does well is on the rebounding end, which I think isn't really that surprising because of his 6'9" frame. This season, Giddey's 7.3 rebounds per game ranks third among all rookies, only behind Evan Mobley and Scottie Barnes. When on the court, Giddey's rebounding ability proves to be very useful during grab-and-go possessions, wherein Giddey grabs a rebound and from there he proceeds to run a transition play. It's on these kinds of possessions wherein Giddey is able to display his incredible open court vision, which in turn allows the Thunder to take advantage of slow transition defenses. And against the Mavericks, there were no shortages in those kinds of opportunities for Giddey. Just like in this clip, Giddey grabs the rebound after the missed shot from Doncic, and as he surveys the floor from the backcourt, he just throws the beautiful one-handed lefty pass to Isaiah Roby, who hammers down the beautiful transition dunk. And again here, after disrupting Luka's lob pass to Powell, Giddey again grabs the board before running in transition, and just beyond half court, he throws the nice long outlet lob pass to Poku, who also finishes the transition dunk. On the other hand, from a scoring perspective, Giddey has actually been great when attacking the rim. He's shooting 63.8% from within 3 feet of the basket, which is actually an excellent percentage. However, he hasn't exactly been great at creating his own shot when he's on the perimeter, as excluding 3-pointers, he's currently attempting only 2.4 pull-up shot attempts per game, and he's only converting 35.2% of those pull-up jumpers. Well, sure, I think we can't expect Giddey to really have a lot of opportunities to initiate his own offense yet, given Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's need to have the ball in his hands most of the time. However, sooner or later, given an expanded roster, Giddey definitely has to develop his shot creation in the perimeter, both volume and efficiency-wise, for him to become a more reliable offensive option for this OKC Thunder team moving forward. In this particular game though against Dallas, we saw glimpses of what Giddey's perimeter shot creation could look like when he's given a longer leash on offense, especially on the shot-making end. Just like in this possession, Giddey passes the ball to Poku, but as soon as he gets it back after a handoff, he rushes into his driving lane, then he stops on a dime before hitting the nice 10-foot step-back jumper. Again here, as Giddey receives the ball at the top of the key, he decides to create his own shot, so he uses a couple of his usual left-to-right crossover dribbles, which creates space for him to hit the smooth 18-foot jumper. These kinds of possessions tell you that Giddey actually has the requisite shot-making mechanics to be solid on that end, and that he definitely has some pretty good range in his shooting arsenal too. The challenge though for Giddey moving forward, I think, is to extend that shooting range into the 3-point line, cause he's only shooting 26.1% from deep on less than 4 attempts per game for the season. In this game against Dallas though, Giddey shot an excellent 3 out of 5 or 60% from deep. But I think it's more of an outlier type of shooting night, cause during his previous 10 games before that one, he's only shot 22.5% from 3-point range. However, given Giddey's history of having games with multiple 3-pointers, I think upping his percentages to at least 30% towards the end of the year is definitely a possibility, and that should already give him some momentum to build on during the off-season. One instant source of offense for Giddey though has been his right-hand floater shot, which he has been draining from around 6 to 10 feet of the basket, or the area typically known as the floater range. Giddey has been a really efficient scorer from that zone, as his 46.4 shooting mark from within 6 to 10 feet ranks in the 6th to 8th percentile of the league, and we saw him deploy his floater shot a couple of times during that historic game against Dallas. Just like here, Giddey receives the handoff from Kenrich Williams, then he uses Isaiah Roby's pick before he snake dribbles his way into the paint, then all he needs is a little bit of space before he launches his 10-foot floater shot. Again here, after receiving the ball in the corner, Giddey just blows by the late closeout and hits a couple of dribbles before draining his floater against the 7'2" Moses Brown. So overall, Giddey definitely had a great performance on the way to becoming the youngest player in NBA history to record a triple-double. Oddly enough though, the Thunder only scored 86 points as a team despite Giddey's all-around great play in that game. The good thing though, I think, is that his elite playmaking should only make it easier for other talent to fit around him in the future. And while there's more to be expected from him than just becoming a triple-double machine, I think so far, Josh Giddey has already made one thing clear, and that is, he definitely is the second key building block of this young OKC Thunder team next to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That makes Giddey's development a must in order for this young Thunder team to complete their rebuild the soonest time possible. So thank you guys if you made it this far into the video, and again, if you're new here and if you like these types of content or if you're into some OKC Thunder videos, please do consider subscribing to the channel as well. Again, this is LaMelo Balls, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.